Hey, what is up, your royalty? I'm Miss Explains and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about something that may be kind of confusing or just weird to a lot of people, and that is a sex spectrum. So we've all heard, or some of you have heard, about the gender spectrum and how gender identity is a complete spectrum. And sex can kind of work that way as well. So, firstly, sex and gender are two different things. So, there's gender identity, how somebody identifies, and then there is sex, which is somebody's like reproductive organs and that sort of thing. So, when people generally think of sex, they generally think of female or male, and sometimes they acknowledge that intersex also exists. But they don't realize is that there isn't just female, male, or intersex that is defined by just somebody's chromosomes, because there are actually different chromosome structures that people can have. Thus, they can have different reproductive organs in their body. So we typically think XX, female, XY, male. But did you know that X also just exists? So somebody can just have one X chromosome and that is it. Somebody could also have XXY chromosomes, meaning that they actually have an extra chromosome. And this can also be XYY, where somebody, again, has an extra chromosome. Or it can even get up to XXYY, where they have two extra chromosomes. And what we have to acknowledge with these is that a lot of times people that have extra chromosomes do not even know, which is kind of crazy to think about. But that means that we can't really boil people down or their sex down to just their chromosomes, because the way somebody grows up or is presented does not necessarily reflect their chromosomes. Think about it this way, it's actually not that rare. So you potentially could have, for example, XXY chromosomes and not even know it. Because there are all these different chromosome groupings that can exist, and I didn't even list all of them because you could be XXX or XXXX. There are a ton of different patterns because nature is just crazy like that. But it means that sex can't just be boiled down to somebody's chromosomes, and that it is a spectrum, because the effect of having these certain chromosome patterns on your body actually changes your body and how you grow up. So somebody could have like internal reproductive organs that match male, and they may have external reproductive organs that match female, or vice versa. So it just shows that sex can be a spectrum, and that it can't just be boiled down to somebody's chromosomes. Either their gender or their sex can't just be boiled down to chromosomes, because although you may just consider yourself, for example, male, that doesn't necessarily mean you're just XY. You might be XXY. You don't really know, and a lot of times people don't know or never find out. But yeah, sex is a spectrum, and there are a ton of different chromosome patterns that people can have, and that shows up in different ways in people's bodies. We just have to respect what people's gender identity and or sex is. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.